Alright then, so the easiest way to create a new Sveltkit app is by using this command right here in the docs. Npm init svelte at next, which gets the most recent version of next, and then give it a name, in this case my app. So before you do this, you'll need to install an up-to-date version of Node.js, so make sure you download and install any of these two versions here before you do anything else, because Sveltkit sometimes has problems with older versions of Node. So once that's done, open up a terminal and navigate to the directory that you want to create this project in, and then type out that command that we just saw, npm init svelte at next, and then whatever you want to call your application. So I'm going to call it ninja-gaming, and then hit enter to create it. Now, after a second, it's going to ask you if you want to generate a starter demo project, which comes with a ton of boilerplate code, components and routes, or if you want to start with a blank skeleton project, which comes baked with just the bare bones and no extra bum fluff or anything like that. So this is the option that we're going to choose because I want to teach everything from scratch. So hit enter on that, and then this is going to create a blank Sveltkit project for you. Alright, and then when that's done, what I'm going to do is cd into that new project directory first of all, cd ninja-gaming, and before I do any of this other stuff right here, what I'm going to do is open this up in VS Code. So to do that, I'm going to type code and then a period, then press enter. It's going to open this up in VS Code for us. You don't have to use VS Code if you don't want to, you can use a different editor, but I'm using VS Code. So this right here is our skeleton starter project, and I'm going to walk you through these different folders and files shortly, but before I do anything, I just want to make a quick change to our dev dependencies in package.json. So these are all the packages that are about to get installed as dependencies into our project, and one of those is SvelteJS/kit, Sveltkit. And the version it's going to install is next, which means pull down the most recent version. Now I want to change this to a different version, and the reason I'm doing this is because the most recent version has a bug in it when it comes to prefetching data, and we're going to talk about prefetching data later on, so don't worry about that too much for now. Just know that that most recent version at the time of recording has that little bug in it, so I'm going to use one of the previous versions, which is 1.0.0-next.198, and that doesn't have the bug in it. Now, when you're watching this video, it might be that the most recent version has that bug ironed out, but to be safe, if you want to follow along exactly like me, use this version. Alright then, so now we can save that right now, and then we want to install all of these dependencies, and to do that we need to open up a terminal. Make sure you're in the root folder of the project down here in a second, Ninja Gaming, and then just type npm install like so and hit enter. Alright then, so now that's done, we've installed all those dependencies, and now I can walk you through these folders and files, because at first, if you've never used Sveltkit before, it can be a little bit daunting. Now, before we do anything, there is a package actually I want to show you, which I would recommend installing for VS Code, and that package is called, if I scroll down here, Svelte for VS Code, this one right here. So just search for it at the top and install this package, and that gives us syntax highlighting for Svelte components. Otherwise, VS Code might not work with Svelte components very well. So install that before you do anything else. Alright then, so let's go through these different folders and files. So first of all, we have the node modules folder right here, and this node modules folder is where we install or keep all of our different dependencies. So you know, like we just said npm install, and that installed all these dependencies. Well, that's where all of these live right here in the node modules folder, and we don't need to go in there, that's just where they're living. Next up, we have a source folder, and this is where all of the magic happens. The source folder is the place you'll be writing about 99.9% of your code. You'll create Svelte components in here, create routes in here, create API endpoints in here, and you can even write any global CSS in here too. So for pretty much all of the course, we'll be focusing on this source folder. Inside here, we already have a routes folder as well, and that's where we'll be making all of our page components, but we'll talk about that a little bit more later in the course. Also in this source folder, we have the app.html file. This is the single HTML file that gets served to the browser on any initial request to the server. Inside the HTML file, you're going to see these little special placeholder values, Svelte head and Svelte body. These are the places which Svelte renders our content into on the server. We don't really need to ever edit this HTML file much unless you have a really specific reason to do so. So finally down here we have a static folder, which is for any static assets like a favicon or any static images or media that you need to make public. Now also there'll be a bunch of extra files at the end too. A git ignore file, which is for version control if you're using Git, our package files for tracking dependencies, a readme file, and also a couple of config files too, which we might talk a little bit more about later on. Alright then, so the only thing really left to do now is preview this in a browser to see what it looks like from the off. So I'm going to open up a terminal again, and inside here I'm just going to clear out this to give myself some room, and then I'm going to type out npm run dev. Now this is a script found in the package.json file, so you can see this script right here, dev. We're running this, and what that is going to do is spin up a local dev server for us with live reload. So let me press enter to do that, and it's just going to take a second. And right here, this is the URL we need to go to preview the site. So I'm going to click that open and move that over here. Woohoo! And this is the starter project. So this is all the index components, which we just saw over here inside the source folder, inside routes. It's this index component right here. So we're going to talk about that and components in general a little bit more in the next lesson.